Let us take another example. A, B and C are equal partners and they wanted to change the profit sharing ratio to 4:3:2. They raised the goodwill to 90,000 but want to write it off immediately. The affected accounts will be when we find out the sacrificing ratio, the same effect can also be given by raising goodwill and writing off goodwill. Raising goodwill and writing off goodwill. What is the meaning of that? We don't usually do it. It is, but I will just explain. Let us just explain with an accounting entry. If we raise goodwill, the entry is goodwill account debit to old partners in old profit sharing ratio. So what is that? Goodwill account debit. In this example, it is 90,000 to A, to B, to C. Mind you, in this case, there is no admission. There is a change in the profit sharing ratio. There is still a reconstitution. What is a reconstitution? When the profit sharing ratio of the partnership changes, either by agreement as in this particular case, or due to admission of a new partner, or due to the retirement of a new partner, retirement of an existing partner, or due to the death of an existing partner. Now goodwill account debit 90,000 to A, to B, to C in the old profit sharing ratio. What is old? They were equal partners. Equal, therefore equal partners. So 30,000, 30,000 and 30,000. So we raise goodwill in the old ratio and we write it off in the new ratio. That is A, B, C debit. What is the new ratio? 2 goodwill. 2 goodwill will be 90,000 and now the ratio is 4:3:2. 4 plus 3, 7, 8, 9. So 90,000 divided by 9, 10,000 into 4, it becomes 40,000, 30,000 and 20,000. So what have we done? We raised goodwill 90 and credited the old partners. Goodwill account debit to old partners in old ratio. Next, new partners or new ratio, ABC. In this case, it's a new ratio. It's the same partners. But ABC's account debit in the new ratio to goodwill 90,000. As a result, goodwill account debit, goodwill account credit, it has been wiped out. Now let us look at the effect in the capital accounts of A, B and C. A account has been credited with 30,000. B account was credited with 30,000 and C was also credited with 30,000. But they were debited with what? A was debited with 40,000, B was debited with 30,000 and C was debited with 20,000. What has happened as a result? As a result, A has been debited. This is because A's share has increased. So we are making him pay a compensation for that. He has made a gain. His account, A account, has been debited with 10,000. No change in B. And C's account has been, there is an extra credit of 10,000. So if a net entry had to be passed, it would have been A's capital account debit 10,000 to C's capital account 10,000, which is as option D, This is one way of doing what we have done before. What have we done before? We have said that the gaining partner's capital account should be debited and the sacrificing partner's capital account should be credited. So let us just do the same thing by that old method that we are aware of. If we take equal partners, it is 1/3, 1/3 and 1/3. New ratio is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4 by 9, 3 by 9 and 2 by 9. What is the sacrifice? What is the gain? If you notice here, this is old ratio, this is new ratio. So A, if I take 1/3 minus 4 by 9, I will get 9. 3 minus 4, this is minus 1 by 9. What does minus 1 by 9 mean? A is standing to gain. Its new ratio is higher than the old ratio by 1 by 9. By 1 by 9. In case of B, if you notice, it's 1/3. 3 by 9 is also 1/3. There is no change in the ratio. Now let us look at C. C's ratio change is 1/3 minus 2 by 9. So what is the change here? If we take 9, it is 3 minus 2 equal to 1 by 9. So C makes a sacrifice of 1 by 9. A makes a gain of 1 by 9. Therefore, what should be our accounting entry? Take the amount of goodwill, 90,000. 90,000 into 1 by 9. 1 by 9 is what? The gain by A and the sacrifice by C. So 1 by 9 amount is 10,000. So A's capital account is debited. A stands to gain. So debit A's capital account. Debited with his share of gain in the goodwill. With his share of gain in the goodwill. Debit to C's capital account with his share of sacrifice. With his share of sacrifice in the goodwill. So it becomes A's capital account debit to C's capital account by an amount of 10,000. So the same effect, what we do, gaining and capital, is also another way of doing it would be to raise the goodwill and immediately write it off. Immediately write it off. The net effect is only A's capital and C's capital. B's capital, there is no effect because there is no change in his ratio.